Once upon a time, Farmer John and his wife were happily married. Shortly after he and his cousin got married, the farmer purchased a new used Plymouth convertible to take on their honeymoon. Unfortunately, with the passage of time, the relationship went sour and they wound up getting a divorce. They split everything right down the middle, including the unfortunate Plymouth. So she took the ass end and made a nice couch out of it. Well, the farmer realized his end still ran, and, never one to let anything go to waste, he decided to make a farm truck out of it. And to this day, the old farmer still uses this rig to rearrange the dozen or so junk cars he uses to decorate his property. This is a work vehicle, so the farmer has maintained the engine in reasonable running condition. In fact, the whole time he has owned the car, it only refused to start once, and he got enraged and blew a hole in the windshield. But, you know what? He went through therapy, it worked, and he's no longer being followed by the ATF, so it's all good. And sometimes on Friday nights, the farmer's grandson will take the car cruising to impress all the rat rod guys. They think it's some kind of custom, when really it's just a rusted out piece of garbage. Underneath, nothing too fancy, just an old, worn-out car, no exhaust system because it rotted off and the farmer thought it sounded better, or the real reason, which is I superglued the floor pan to the frame without realizing I needed to put the exhaust on before I did that, so whatever. Yeah, scratch build the door handles just like with the Christine model. I also ended up scratch building the windshield wipers since the ones that came with the kit I used on my Christine. And this was just all around a really great project. I gotta hand it to you, Jake. This was a great idea. The whole poor farmer thing, it just really, it got the imagination flowing, and I never would have come up with this, if it weren't for this build. I have to admit that I am most proud of the wrecker assembly in this model. This is just something I pieced together with spare parts and scratch-built parts, and though I say it myself, I think it came out really well. I like how the engine compartment turned out. I added plug wires, heater hoses, and battery cables, as well as the usual weathering, and, also signs that this engine has not been sitting around. This has been recently run. Yeah, overall, the model does seem to have kind of a sort of a Mad Max post-apocalyptic feel to it. Well, better late than never. Big thanks to Jake Green for hosting the Poor Farmer build, and I'm sorry it took me this long to get finished, but hey, life happens. I had a great time, and I look forward to building my next model. Thanks for watching, guys.